Alright, this video is gonna be interesting. So I made a big mess like 6 months before. Yeah, I washed my passport in the washer. Then I dried my passport in the dryer. And now my passport is 100% damaged. Yeah, and I did travel on that passport once. I got restrained at the airport. I had my luggage checked in, and they asked to unload the luggage from the airplane. And they took my writing. They let me fly. Long story short, so I flew from Mumbai to Dubai, and then from Dubai to San Francisco. All right. So that was the incident, what happened with me. Yeah, it's been, I think, more than 1 year. Anyways, yeah. So to summarize this story, step 1, washed my passport in the washer. Step 2, dried my passport in the dryer. Step 3, on that damaged passport, I traveled to India from San Francisco. I lived in India for 3 weeks, and then I came back on that damaged passport from Bombay to San Francisco. All right, there's one more step actually. I went to US Embassy in India, and I did my visa stamping on that damaged passport, and no one said anything. And that gave me confidence to not apply to a new passport. Anyways, so that was a story on high level, but if I have to speak on details, I got stopped and questioned on every single layover and at the airport, like Dubai, New York, and San Francisco, in Mumbai. Yeah, so it was a hell lot of trouble. And after that, I have finally decided, I actually completed all my paperwork to get a new passport from US itself. So I'm an Indian citizen, but now I'm planning to travel to India in December, like in 3 months. And I don't want this headache again on any airport. And especially this time I'm traveling to France and then going to Bombay. And while coming back, I have a layover in Germany, and then I'm coming back to Atlanta. And I don't want to be deported at any port of entry, you know. Alright. So basically in this video, what we are going to do is, if you find yourself in my shoes, if your passport get damaged, be it any reason, rain, mine is water damage. But in this video, we are going to go over all the documents you need to apply for a passport in United States. There is a footnote. I am an Indian citizen, and I am getting a new passport from United States. Yeah. Just to give you all a baseline, if you lose your passport, or it gets stolen or damaged in India, it takes, I think, you can get the passport in 4,000 rupees, which is $50, $60, yeah, and in 3 days in Tatkal. But in US, it cost me $357 and a hell lot of documents. I mean, there are 15 documents we're gonna go over today. All right, so without any ado, let's go. First of all, so this is the checklist I had to complete, and I did, and I sent all the documents, and hopefully I'm gonna get my passport in next 3 weeks because I did Tatkal. So, and I think there are 4 passport Indian Embassy center where you can get the passport within US, and one of them is in Atlanta. So I live in Atlanta, so yeah, these documents I sent to Atlanta center. All right, and there's a COVID going on, so otherwise I could have just directly showed up and given my documents. I had to mail my documents now because of the pandemic. All right, so first document is 2 photographs, original of course, size has to be 2 by 2, 2 inches by 2 inches, and I have reflective glasses, prescription glasses, sorry. So you have to adhere to all the rules and regulations. All right, so it's a long 1 page of instruction how the photograph should be. So you have to follow all of that. All right, so first document is two photographs. Second is payment. You have to have a money order or cashier's check or banker's check in the name of Cox and Kings Global Services USA LLC, and for me it was $357. But if you don't want to do Tatkal, I think it's $200. And personal checks are not allowed, so I did money order. I got the money order from Western Union. They charged me $1, just $1, yeah. And yeah, so second document is money order. Third document is yeah, this is kind of a tricky. You have to go visit Indian Embassy and Consulate website, and you have to fill a detailed form there. And once you finish with that form, it will generate you a ARN number, and that ARN number you're gonna need to proceed ahead. So I filled the form, and you have to fill the form. It's a kind of a long form, and it will eventually give you the ARN number, and you also have to submit that form as well. So third is that form. Fourth is proof of Indian nationality. You can give passport itself, first 5 pages and last 2 pages, or Indian birth certificate, or matriculation, higher education, or school LC leaving certificate, or driving license, PAN card, election card, or any other document which indicate your nationality, you know, that you are Indian. Jai Hind. So I ended up using my PAN card, which I had handy here in US. Then fifth document is US legal status. So I'm not a citizen, so I have my visa approval notice. It's called Form I-797. So if for that form, if you see, you have to get it notarized from a notary. It's kind of tricky. And good thing is UPS, United Postal Services, they take like $5, and they can do the notary stamp, you know, on that document. So I did notary from the UPS and took the color printout of, they say take a color printout of this. So that was that. So fifth document is done. Document 6 is valid US residence proof. So either you can use driver license, state ID, or utility bill like gas, electric, or water bill, or rental lease agreement, or mortgage, or tax return. Any document, you know, has to be one of this. And the document has to be again notarized with a stamp and notary signature. Again, I did this from UPS. Has to be a color copy or color printout. So I ended up using my gas bill. Gas utility bill. You can use any out of this. So that's done. Actually, it's done just now. Let me scratch that off. Seventh document is Indian address proof. You can use anything: Aadhaar card, driver license, utility bill, or bank statement. I used Aadhaar card. It's like SSN in US. It needs to be self-attested, so I did it. Next, 8th is change of appearance. Yeah, this is not for everyone. I had to fill this form because now I have a prescription glasses, and when I came in US like 5 years before, I did not had any glasses or prescription glasses. So I have to fill this form and get it notarized and with the stamp and signature again from UPS. Then annex E form. Then 10th is you have to send your original Indian passport. That's crazy. It has all my visa stamps, etc. But yeah, you have to. It goes along with the envelope for the original passport, even if it's damaged. Then annexure F form. These annexure E and annexure F forms are like auto-generated form. You just have to sign when you fill the form and take a printout and send in the envelope. Then document 12th is Indian address. So yeah, this is also simply you have to type in your address, and that address will be printed on your passport. So if my address is same which was on the damaged passport, so it will generate a form. You just have to sign. Form 13th is a checklist. This is a checklist. So these 2 pages you have to send. I'm not sending this, of course. It's a garbage. I messed it up. I have a clean printout. So 13th is this form itself, the checklist form. And so 13th, 14th is prepaid envelope for a short dispatch of your documents. All right. So you can prepay for your shipment. So I did for to and from. I chose UPS is by default. So I prepaid, or FedEx. Just you have to prepay on their website, and it will generate a label, and you can select which category you want. I selected second day air, which is the fastest delivery service. So accordingly you have to pay, and it will generate a document which you have to enclose or in the envelope. Then 15th, last document is self-sworn affidavit. It just asks you a question: if you're residing outside of India continuously more than 5 years. So I am not, because I visit India every year. So in this case, I have not been, residing outside of India continuously for more than 5 years. All right. So these are the 15 complicated documents, and besides these documents, you have to fill 2 gigantic huge forms. One is on Indian Embassy and Consulate website, and one is normal on US. There is a website you can Google, the CKGS application center. Yeah, that's a website. Yeah, so now I'm done with all the documents. The package has been sent, and just waiting for my new passport. And as soon as I have it, voila, I want to travel like European countries and Belgium. I have a long list ready. I'm just waiting for my passport. As soon as I get it, yeah, I can make my plans without any hesitation. All right, so that's about it. So if you have anyone in my shoes, if you know someone who is in my shoes and living in a foreign country, and something bad happens to their passport, just let them know how it's done. All right, so if you find this video useful, just like, share, and subscribe, and ciao, bye. See you in India.